Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you all doing this fine Monday? I hope you're doing well. Sorry to be a little on the late side of things. Trying to be on top of my game. But alas, I was not. I know, 2 minutes late. Well, okay, no, I wasn't 2 minutes late. I was as late as the countdown said, and I gave it like, oh, I'm not low energy, Venom. Sometimes I just don't start stream screaming into the into the thing, but I'm doing great. Right, I need to go down the list to say hello to everyone this evening. Hello, Venom. Hello, Brig. Hello, Hollow Reverb. Hello, Joe Fest. What's going on? What's on the up and up? Hey, Xerix, how are you doing? I hope you're all having fine evenings. Snorlax always starts the stream low energy. It's true. And in fact, I have added a new points redemption specifically for Snorlax, and I've included in the stream team spotlight that it no longer applies to Snorlax, and that Snorlax now gets his own redemption because that's a bit more work than everyone else. You can Snorlax twice. Well, that's just great. You want to turn it into a Snorlax stream for an hour? Then be my dang guest. How is all your weekends? Hello, Nintendo Bauer. How are you doing tonight? How was, did everyone have a nice weekend? Joe Fest, Tentacruel, Almanite, Slowpoke. Oh, are you seeing the Pokerap? Mewtwo, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke, Pidgeot, Arbok. That's the end of the Pokerap, and I always remember it. For a solid 20K, yes. I had to make it bigger because it was, I had a fear that Snorlax was going to end up overtaking the stream if I didn't handle it. Do you know what I'm saying? Doing good. Your weekend was busy but nice. How was yours? My weekend was the opposite of busy. I had a really nice relaxed weekend. I went out for brunch on Saturday. The patios here have just opened up, so you still can't dine inside the restaurant, but they are allowing outdoor dining. So there's a few places that have some nice outdoor patios, so I managed to do that. Then my mothy came over on Saturday night, and we all watched Cruella de Vil, or I guess it's just called Cruella, the Cruella movie. We watched that. That was a really fun time. Yeah, the Mamathi. And then Sunday was a very chill day. I just played. So I went for a big walk to get, some exercising in. And then I went to the grocery store. I made myself some dinner/lunch. And then I played a dang heap of Final Fantasy XIV. And I believe I'm on the cusp of Stormblood. I'm under the impression that there's probably still a series of quests that leads into Stormblood coming up. But I feel like I've very much completed Heaven's Ward at this point. A dang heap. A guacamole mound of heap. Homemade sushi tonight, since I know you're curious. Oh, Joe Fest, I am absolutely curious. How was the sushi? And why'd you put it in quotes? What's making it quote unquote sushi versus actual sushi? Look, on a boat. Hey Mog, how you doing tonight? Oh, how devilishly delightful. Indeed. Brig, Morph wanted to watch that, but you hard said no to that, and you ended up watching Star Trek the original series, episode 2, season 15, classic ep. I thought you guys were supposed to be watching the Hustlers, which is what Morph posted in the Discord. Brinner is a good meal. Linner is okay too. Venom, I have not eaten like a meal at the time I'm supposed to in a really long time. I usually really early dinners and really late breakfasts. So it kind of like evens out that way. I like eat at like 11 or noon, and then I eat at like 3 or 4, and then I'm like, some snackers here and there, but that's kind of been my eating schedule lately. It's I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, so lots of I guess brunch and lupper in my life. You watched it last week, Zarek, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think that Cruella was, there's a lot of really silly, predictable, like I called a lot of things before it actually happened. But I think that the two actresses, Emma Thompson and Emma Stone, were both so fun to watch that I just had a heck of a time watching it. I thought it was really great. Good to hear that you're good, Mog. He turned that on, but we decided on Star Trek. Well, I guess you can never go wrong with Star Trek, right, Brig? I love Star Trek, though. Now that I finished Fargo, the next series we're moving on to is going to be, I think I'm finally going to watch Battlestar Galactica, which I've never seen. So I'm very excited about that. Sith, how are you doing tonight? You think you see something back there, Panda? But what could it be? Do. Oh my gosh. How did he get there? Who is this Snorlax? Who invited this Snorlax here? I certainly didn't. Sustenance comes when you decide it comes. It's true. Two Emmas in this economy, right? It was pretty doubled Emma and double incredible Emma. I don't know how we could afford it, Nintendo Bauer. Venom, you had to put things into perspective today. So you checked in with Guinan and Picard at 10 Forward. They were discussing disposal people and how societies treat them. Picard realized that the trial was over legalized slavery over a civilization of datas. Ooh, very interesting. Does that help you, Venom? Did Picard give you some lessons that you could take forward with you? Good enough. That's good to hear, Mog. Brig, what did you think of season 4 in Kansas City? Oh, that's not on Netflix yet, Brig, so I have yet to see season 4 of Fargo because I have no means to watch it at this point. Hey, Jake, how are you doing tonight? What's going on? Probably, I believe that BSG is not in any readily available streaming platform. So it will have to probably be not super legal. Oh, you simply must have that Snorlax. Of course, Sith wouldn't. How could you not want him, right? I think he's actually you could sit on him as a beanbag chair, but I just don't want to hurt him that way. That's frightening. Snorlax with stealth. Measure of a Man. Fantastic episode. I think that episode's considered one of the best, right? Someone with the Blu-rays? I don't know. Maybe, but I have a feeling. Brig, we don't have Hulu in Canada, so I cannot watch. Hulu here in the old Canada. We need to buy Pando the plush Slowpoke, the massive one. Chat, get on it, please. Oh, we will put a goal for it. My man, how are you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? I'll put a big old $450 goal towards the Slowpoke. I guess it probably would have to include shipping and handling. So just you wait. Could be there. Glad to hear, Jake. Venom. Measure of a Man is one of the top episodes. Even though it pertains to no issues in your life, it is important to be on the lookout. True. It's very true. Piracy. Pando, I'm appalled. I know, Jake. I'm so sorry. I'm certain that I know someone with the Blu-rays. And I'm going to borrow them. That's just how it's going to be. My man, you're just enjoying a nice, quiet Monday evening. The best kind. It's truly the only way to have a Monday evening. I guess you could have a fun, wild and woolly Monday evening, but is that really the best Monday evening for us all? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. Today's a really chilly day, Venom. As you can see, it's not that warm here we had a really warm few days. Like it was really warm and now it's cooled right down. But it was nice for a walk earlier today. It wasn't super warm. Pando is always streaming. Can you imagine if I was always streaming? I would be toasted and roasted. Oh, Mog, you bet we're going to get that slowpoke here. There's no questions. Nintendo Power, thank you so much for the bits.
For the plush Slowpoke Fund.
For the plush Slowpoke Fund, absolutely. Darkwing, how are you doing tonight? You have identified another Canadian word, borrow. Do I say borrow weird? Is borrow like borrow? Should it be borrow? Is that how Americans say it? Borrow versus borrow? Weather for Overland Park, 28 degrees. Ooh, that's warm. That's hot tamales there, Brig. Again, Nintendo Bauer, thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate it. Wow, Joe Fest.
Slowpoke Fund, let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much for the bits, Joe Fest. I super, super appreciate it. I was going to say, I really appreciate it, as if I didn't literally just say that. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Yes, it'll go in the bank account for a slowpoke, perhaps. I mean, for sure, we'll be going for a slowpoke. I imagine that's Brig. Hello, CX Spirit. How are you doing tonight? What's going on? Boromir, the brave Gondorian from Lord of the Rings that only wanted to borrow the ring. So, okay, we are making fun of the way I'm saying borrow, right? These old Canadian ways. Sorry, I say borrow wrong. Jake, it sounds fine to your ear. Well, yeah, because Jake, you are my fellow Canadian. You know what I'm saying? No wrong answers. Careful now, it's not burrow. Hi, it's okay. Canadians are top shelf people. Well, thank you so much for saying that. I know there's some very good Canadians out there, and I hope to be counted amongst them. Pando, how do you say borrow? I say borrow. You borrow something. I'm gonna borrow a sheet pan for making cookies from my sister. I don't know why I thought of that. I'm gonna go borrow this video game. I'm going to borrow a book from somebody. I'm going to borrow CX Spirit. Oh, you are a person of fine taste, CX Spirit. You guys gave us Scott Pilgrim versus the World in Metric. Yeah, I mean, I too I haven't listened to Metric a lot in the last few years, but used to be a big Metric fan. And I love Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Snorlax says borrow like this. I'm going to borrow that bed over there so I can catch some Z's. It's true, Nintendo Bauer. They are so good. Yeah, I was once a very, very big fan. They also used to be part of like a super group here in Canada that also consisted of like Feist and a few other people. Called Broken Social Scene, and I love Broken Social Scene. I don't know, I'm singing that. CX Spirit, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Are you a big Xenogears fan? Because eventually, when I'm done blabbing my face off, we're absolutely going to play that video game. Whoa. Nintendo Bauer. Okay, so yeah, Broken Social Scene is like a giant 19-person super group that just plays extraordinary music. If you like the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack, they actually had a song on there for Songs for a 17-Year-Old Girl. That was on the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack. Which, as I listened to the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack, I'm like, this is all my Canadian favorites all in one place here. CX Spirit, you're a huge Xenogears fan. You consider yourself to be a bit of a lore master. Ooh, well, this is actually a first time for me. I had tried to play through. So we're playing. Okay, so if you're curious, we're playing on the physical disc that I bought, many, many moons ago. And I tried playing it twice in my youth, when I was a teen, and got stuck in the Kislev sewers. But we're now past that part. So everything from here on out is brand new to the Pando. So this is now first time playthrough for me, which is incredibly exciting. And we're killing it. We're having a great time. I'm really, really into it. You guess you do kind of say borrow around here. Yeah, just like you say sorry. Sorry. Oh, you have heard of that? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that song was one on the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack. So I used to listen to the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack pretty obsessively. So I said the city you live in weird. Overland Park? Isn't it Overland? Overland? Do you say Overland? How could I say Overland weird? Overland Park. Actually, I was in a farmer's market on Saturday and I was buying some honey from a local honey person. And then the guy said, "Are you American?" And I said, "No." Overland? Well, it says land. What do I know? CX Spirit, something all should know is that regardless of what anyone tells you, Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade are not connected in any way story-wise. For sure. I've noticed that. I think it's just thematic, I believe, CX. I've played some of Xenosaga 1. I own it. I've never played Xenosaga 2 or 3. And I have played Xenoblade 1 and 2, but I never played X because I wasn't super into Xenoblade. It wasn't until the Switch where I could readily get them again to play through that I've been able to play them. But I've dipped my toes in Xenosaga and now getting into the Gears. So, yeah, I don't know. I very excited about that. So even though they're not connected in any way, I can feel the thematic themes here. What were you talking in your Southern accent? That's why he thought you're American. No, Jake, I don't just go around talking like this while I'm here in Canada. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go buy some honey from that there booth over there. Heard that Canadian local honey is pretty good here in Alberta. No, I was talking like myself, okay? Maybe I just talk naturally weird. And so the Canadians are like, you talk weird. And the Americans are like, you talk weird. And I'm like, I don't know. I just talk. Wiser, there's a specific important object that's in both Xenogears and Xenosaga, but the story around it is different. Okay, so yeah, like again with the themes. Some try to say that Xenosaga is sort of like a prequel, which is not correct. Xenosaga is a reimagining of the story with enough things different to make it legal. Okay, yeah, that's right, because kind of the same team who worked on it, but not the same publisher. So Square's like, we own this. Suckers. I don't know why I said it like that. Pando is the official Xenogears ambassador of Canada. Yep, that's 100% the case, I'm guessing. Well, you burnt the cookies now. Venom, you're making cookies and you burnt them? I'm so sorry to hear that. Isn't Xenosaga like a far off sequel? Thought it was like many years after Xenogears. Ooh, do. Jake, I have to say, if I met you IRL, you would be able to tell that you're not from the prairies. Yeah, because I'm not from the prairies. So I will, despite the fact that I live in the prairies for a long time, I still feel like an outsider in the prairies. So I still hold fast and true to my Ontarioan heritage. Venom almost burnt his whole house down? Venom, are you okay? Yes, was it my fault, Sarah? This is Pando's fault that you're burning the cookies, isn't it? It has to be for legal reasons. Right, because Square owns the Gears. Meanwhile, who published? Was it Bandai Namco? I could look at the game right now, but I can't actually see the bottom of the case where it would tell me who published it. I guess I have Google. I could look it up, but I'm not. What do I look like? Safari? Google? Chrome? Firefox? Maybe I look like Firefox. Chocolate late chip. Oh, chocolate chip cookies burning down the house. I have some frozen chocolate chip cookies that I've made homemade, and I actually haven't ate some in the last little while. So maybe I should eat some chocolate chip cookies soon because they're stinking good. I mean, you are very distracting, Pando. Oh, I thank you, Xerix. I am distracted at the very least. So if that's distracting, I am very happy to be of service. Except unless it's you're burning your cookies or your house down. Please keep yourself together. It's time for Xenogears. It's so true, Ream Bright. Old man, Mr. Matt, you're listening on mobile about 3 weeks behind while at work. And hoping you're having a great time. Old man, Mr. Matt, it's so great to hear you and to see you here in chat. I hope you're having a great night. And Jake has requested the Pika hat, so I'm going to put the Pika hat on. Starting the night out right, folks. Your Mondays. CXP are indeed. Square owns Xenogears and Monolith owns Xenosaga. Square occasionally releases Xenogears merchandise. The last thing that they released was a portrait, and it costs about $300. A portrait? Was it a portrait of Ellie or of Mother Maria or whatever she's called? I can't remember. Okay, here we go. Now we're styling. Now we're profiling. Wow. Here we go, folks. Gotta do this up. Wow. I bet you are never been more excited to hang out at a Pando stream. Oh, Pika. There we go. Wow. Now we're cool. Okay, I'm going to drink some water and we're going to start playing some Xenogears, I think. All right. Yeah, the Pika's here. Do 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 do. I don't know why I'm doing the Persona music for this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. I don't know, Jake. I literally don't know. I said, why? I was like, I don't really. He's like, oh, you just sounded American. And I was like, I don't know. What if I don't know how it works. Okay, let's see here. Why? Siliconera, why are your links broken? Why are your pictures broken? Item _ image 2. Well, that's just Finnegans and Flufflepuffs. Well. But it was Sophia's portrait. Interesting. I'll have to find an actual photo. There's no bad time for Persona music. Agreed. Truly, Persona music is amongst the best things in the world. Okay, so it's the grandmother Sophia portrait from the game. Okay, cool. Very happy. I think I can just picture that exactly. But yeah, I'll have to go find the photo later because it sounds really fun. Okay, let's, I guess, move into, okay, so previously on Xenogears, he said you thought you were European. Oh, you're in Toronto once, and a cab driver was shocked when you said you were from Regina. He said he thought you were European. I can kind of see that. Honestly, you kind of have a European look to you, Jake. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I could see you being from like Sweden or something. Did Monolith also make Xenoblade? C. Yes, my man. Oh, just like Ream Bright says down here. Yes, indeed. So yeah, we're going to get started here. For folks who don't know. Oh, we got that updated. Good. So this is the Pando Party. And we're playing through Xenogears currently. Have a goal to play through the Pando Party. Purpose is to play through every JRPG ever. Yeah, it's not a bad thing, Jake. I would say that's a compliment. I mean, it's just you kind of look European, totally. Additionally, we're going to be playing Tales of Symphonia once we beat Xenogears. And we vote on every game ever. So if in our Discord, so if you are having fun here at the Pando Party and you're like, you know what, I want to be part of the community off stream, feel free to join our Discord where you can vote on the games we play. We're going to play through every JRPG ever, so I'm indecisive and I need chat to choose them as they come up. Venom, the secret of traveling abroad as an American. Hello, I am from Canada, CA. Canada, CA. Like, yeah, sure you are. Hi, I'm from Canada. I don't know about that. All right, I almost didn't flip back to this here. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Check it out. Here's the screen. Here's the stream. Let's go. It's a dream. What? Okay. I don't want to quit the game. Here we are. So we just stole this ship. It was Kislev's secret weapon ship, and we totally just jacked it from them. People from Canada are from America. North America, indeedy do. Wait, ready, here is my Canadian. Go Canucks. So you're voting, you're cheering for the Vancouver hockey team, Venom? That person wasn't aiming for me. Why? Oh, right. So Groff, the big scary guy, tried to attack us, and he tried to fight us, but we got away, and we actually kind of beat him up, and he was mad about that, so he took off. Aw, Master Rico, please don't be mad. It was just a joke. Master Rico, it's because of you I am what I am. Come on. Shut up. Yikes. You think Canucks is a fun word? Jeez, why am I the one getting yelled at when it was me who took him out? Doc, I don't know how to say this, but I've got a bad feeling. Are you thinking of that man in black? Thinking about him will not get you anywhere. First of all, it is not like you. It's not that. It's not like... It's like this feeling of uneasiness that I've had before. You too? Well, to tell the truth, I am getting a terrible feeling of deja vu. 3 versus 1 with the one going Dragon Ball Z on the 3 Megazords. Are we crossing our Power Rangers and Dragon Ball Z's hollow reverb? And I feel like we're being watched. Yuri. Do 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 do. Bingo! Our information was correct. It's Kislev's. It's huge. It appears to be a... That's it! The Goliath! The one from the underground factory we've been heard so much about. Crap. They're taking revenge. Bet they're going to bomb Bledovik. Oh, look who it is. Either way, no. Oh, so I guess I gotta give him back my Texan Matthew McConaughey accent that I gave him. Either way, no need to let him go so fast, right? Gunner. The Bart Man. Gungany. No. Bart Missile. Fueling. It'll take 15 seconds from opening the hatch to engage the illuminator. France. I don't hear anything other than the surface wind waves in our engine. Threat is minimal from looking at the radar and sonar. Wow, what kind of jump is that? Here we go. Batcom level 1. Young Master, what is happening? What was the alarm all about? Young Master, again? Battle stations, everyone. Surface and navigation. Close the vents. Blow the main tank. Prepare for anti-aircraft battle upon surfacing. Just doesn't know when to give up. Young master, the Gungani missiles. You need permission from more than half of the crew members to surface combat. Stand by with anti-aircraft guns. Gunner, give me the trigger for the Bart Missiles. The Bart Missiles. Oh boy. So once again, Bart's gonna shoot down shoot down poor Satan and Faye here. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Okay. I'm glad. Anyway, Satan, is it okay? We're flying in such a large ship. What if Kislev or Ava finds us? Hey, Bart, you can't just nuke people out of the sky. That kills people, Bart. Exactly. We are fine. I thought ahead and picked a course over the sea. There are not any military units stationed out there. Even then, this thing is not something that will go down so easily. Spikers, how you doing tonight? What's going on? I'm doing really, really well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing? This cannot be right. Are we being attacked? Enemies? I do not know, but I did not think they would be submerged here. Are we okay? Unfortunately, there is no way we can avoid descending. Faye, Wonderswan, Faye when he gets his hands on Bart. Why, you little... So he becomes Homer in this situation. Hey, Wonderswan, how are you doing tonight? Faye, Ellie, get out first. I will follow later. But we have no time for a debate now, Faye. Do you think you have the skills needed to keep the Goliath in the air as long as possible? Then hurry up and get out. Spikers, you had a rather chill day. Took a break from Netflix to see what was going on in the outside world. Nice. What were you watching on Netflix, Spikers? Good. Glad to hear that, Wonderswan. Now then. And you too, Hammer. You are going too. Yes, sir. Quit dawdling. We're going. Yes, sir. Now, where did they... That ship. Sigurd, I think you need to rethink your method of disciplining. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Have you seen it before? Are you enjoying it? Oh yeah, that anime stuff. Is Brotherhood all on Netflix? I wonder if it's on Canadian Netflix. I should go check it out. I watched all the original Full Metal, but I've never seen Brotherhood. I've heard such good things. It's like the fourth time you've watched it. Nice. Rah, that's the power of the Bart Missile. Even Kislev's prototype can't stand up to it. Hey. Stay back! Keep away! Like Brotherhood better, the ending is 100 times better. It is really good, Jake. And it is on Canadian Netflix. Ooh. So much dithering, gotta love it. Yeah, love that dithering for sure. Great effect. Oh my. Oh, Spikers, thank you. This is a new addition to our hats off. What do we call of those Twitch points? The hats off to you points redemption. So now we have Squid, Murloc, and Pika Hat. It is on Canadian Netflix. Okay, sweet Jake. That's good to know. I might have to watch that sometime. We have the coordinates of those recent dimensional vibrations. N24 E92 Ignis in the Lahand region, the Northeast Ocean. From the wave pattern, it's definitely a gatekeeper. Highly recommend watching it. Well, maybe I will, Spikers. Maybe I will. There are no regular mainland flights. Could it be that Shavat's Eiffel Aura? Could it be Shavat's Eiffel Aura? And no, the mass is different. It's a much smaller pattern. I can't believe that the Lambs have a ship equipped with a gatekeeper. It probably is Kislev's. The last purge was not complete. Damn you. Shouldn't you pursue? What? The one who caused you so much pain and grief is on that ship. And it's headed for Aquavi. Aquavi? Oh no. Yeah, absolutely on the to-do list, Spikers. And it's headed for Aquavi. Aquavi? I don't know. We'll just go with it. Put all the crew members on emergency alert. We're attacking the Kislev ship. It's a water place? Okay, so it's probably like Aquavi. We can't, Commander. We don't have orders from the capital yet. If we move from here... I don't care. I won't allow them to escape. Jake. Right. Yes, I know. I've been trying to actually remove that clip. Okay, so I'll read your message. Also, you like how you show the clips during the countdown of BRB screens, but the one where you sing happy birthday is a little awkward since it didn't capture Kitty's audio. If you want to remove that clip, it won't hurt your feelings. I know. I totally have tried to remove that clip, and for some reason the clip generator thingy does not care if I remove clips. So hopefully it refreshes eventually and takes it out, but I have removed it. So I gotta maybe just try to, maybe it didn't actually remove it. I thought I removed it, but gotta go in and do it again. It does recognize when I add clips, so that's fun, but. I believe I already said your tricks will do you no good. I'm just trying to help. Didn't I help get those shackles off? Now, you know the vessel will only respond to the chosen one. They don't know this, but he's necessary for Kar. He's the very meaning of Kar's existence. Yes, I must thank you. After all, you did help me, didn't you? Was it for me? Or for him? Or for yourself? Do 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 do. We will take the boundary between gates 1 and 2. It's the shortest way to Aquavi. Aquavi. Fine. Message from Kelvena. Dominia is withdrawing in Haishao. She will pursue the aerial battleship. The aerial battleship. Woo, I can't talk today. Yikesy wakesy. Disobedience. Ramses's orders are to excavate the animal relics in Ignis and to watch over the lambs. What is he? We can recover the animal relics anytime. Moreover, we learned that he was on the transferred ship. Ramses was probably after him. So it was the trauma. Nay, in this case, Nigret, it was the severe external wounds. According to the memory cube, we found multiple subjects around him that possess the animus factor. Venom, you like that the end of the intro clips is Pando excitedly declaring her love for all of us? This constant, isn't it? Completionist, hey Fando Pando, please use your Pokemon superpowers to keep rain in the Alberta province for the rest of the week. You need a break from work, and thankfully contractors can't do a lot of work in the rain. Okay, Nintendo Completionist, I will shake my fist at the clouds, and that will make it do my bidding, and thus it should hopefully rain for you in northern Alberta starting today. A Wonder Swan, oh man, the twists and reveals in this game are bonkers, totally. CX Spirit, nice. It's a budget guild of calamitous intent. It is Sufradi, the subject of the M project. Yes. Coincidence? Nay, it is beyond that. They were either attracted to him or... Unexpectedly, it's developing into the same condition as 500 years ago. That does not rule out the possibility he planned it this way intentionally. The transfer point is Aquavi. It's near the Thames. If it is Aquavi, Krellian's headed that way. Krellian? Himself? What for? It seems they've found it. For over 4,000 years, he searched for Zeboim's legacy. Zeboim's? Legacy? Is that the technology he was talking about? I love how in these scenes they just throw a gajillion terms and folks' names and all sorts of stuff, and I'm just like, I'm sure this will make sense eventually, or it might never. I don't know. Yes. Molecular engineering, nanotechnology, the land of all creations, the capital of Zeboim culture, resting beneath the ocean of Aquavi. For 19 years, the ethos kept it secret. The ethos. Is this acceptable, Kane? Yes, it will do for now. 19 years. That coincides with the time when the Earth shifted. These guys just live in floating TV spheres with this creepy skeleton man? I know. Ah, yes, the one thing from that one time, right, Hollow Reverb? 500 years ago. Venom, only 4,000 years? Psh, Rose killed Shauna every 108 years, 107 times. That's commitment. That's true. Oh, Rose. Indeed. But I don't understand. That technology doesn't seem that crucial to us. He is still a lamb. Giving him the ability to do as he wishes is questionable. There are times when even we do not know what he is thinking. Let it be. I will take responsibility for that. On another matter, weren't you all going to eliminate it? It's just by chance. It is probable the location is Ignis. Anyway, I never believed it would be eliminated so easily. The purge was a failure. This shall never happen again. If the Animus are together, it is all the more reason. Yes. Kane, why are you so concerned about it? To us, he is insignificant. It could only be a poison to us. It could never be a remedy. Anonalby. You still don't believe that, do you? Anonable. That is merely an illusion, not even an ideal. The result is what I am now. It is as you see it. Or rather, is it the emotion you have long forgotten? Kane, we are gods. Update from Blizzard. Just kidding. No updates. Happy New Year. What? Oh. Whoa, over emotional robot. How you doing tonight, by the way? What's going on? What's on the up and up? How was your weekend? Where am I? I was with Faye, heading for the rear block. Faye! Where are you, Faye? Okay, and actually speaking, Wizard, those scenes are the part where you think some clarity is probably lost in the translation. You're probably not wrong. I think I'm going to give the Pika hat a bit of a break now for the moment. You have no idea what these guys are talking about, but it sounds quite nefarious. I'm with you, Jake. I have no idea what's going on here, but okay, NL completionist. Pando, in all seriousness, just be very careful. Once you get on the Thames on the ocean, this is the area your players can get soft locked out. So make at least 2 different save points so you don't get locked out from playing the rest of the game. Oh, that definitely sounds like trouble. Thank you for warning me. I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. You know everything they were talking about, and it's wild. Wizard, but yeah, it's meant to be enigmatic. You'll learn more about them later. Perfect. I mean, yes, I figured that we're supposed to be like, what on earth is happening? But oh, cool. Can I just be Ellie now for the rest of the game? Rumble, rumble. Ellie, you're awake. Am I awake? What were you doing? Tuffymon, thank you so much for the hydrate. How you doing tonight? Ding. I was looking around inside here. There's less than 2 days worth. Of what? Oaken Hops. It takes about 3 playthroughs of Xenogears to fully understand the plot. Of course. Hey, and how are you doing tonight, Oaken Hops? What's going on? How was your weekend? Food. We're lucky we even found any. But where is everyone? Are we the only survivors? We gotta do something. Guess I'll go catch some fish. Faye! They're okay. What? They're okay. Doc, Rico, Hammer, everyone. They're all going to be okay. Well, why wouldn't you tell her that right away? Why was he be so weird about it? Come on, Faye. Hammer, Rico, wake up. Oh, where are we? What is this place? Something smells. We are inside the ship of Bart and his crew. They rescued us after we were shot down in the Goliath. Who the heck are Bart and his crew? Let us say they are bandits robbing Ava. Bart is their leader, though he is still a young man. A robber in this day and age? A man with an attitude. I like it. Do you want to start off by going to meet Bart? You read my mind. I'm staying here. Okay, he's staying put here. Wonderful. Oh, look, it's just the Yggdrasil again. Anything we can find in these places? Anything to take? Oh, flippers. Flippers, I can't see. Okay, where's the... Let's utilize the save point over here. When I can find the staircase. Probably on the bridge. Repaired into a water submarine instead of sand submarine, apparently. Of course, now we're in a water submarine. Okay, file. Let's save the game. We'll throw out a third save just to be safe. Oh, Dr. Azuki, I'm sorry to put you out so much. We should have stopped the young master. I am terribly sorry. Though you guess submarine specifically means under the ocean, so it would be the word for under the desert. Right, it'd be like oh yeah, it'd probably be subterrane. My chronic lumbago has gotten worse since I hustled in Ava. What? Chronic lumbago? Hustled in Ava? What? Excuse me? Subsilica? Oh, subsilica sounds good. This is my subsilica, indeed. What? Why am I here? Well, never mind that. It's not like I'm hiding the fact that I broke the wall or anything. Oh, and by the way, you can go through this door to the gun room or go down the stairs to the engine room. Okay, so these people are basically saying exactly the same thing they said on their prior ship. So I'm going to a worm car. I like that. Yeah, this is my worm car. Okay, so everyone's just kind of saying the same stuff they've always said. Oh. This room seems to be for ladies' use only. Let us excuse ourselves. Well, dang. Okay, well, alright, you know where we should go look at? Let's examine. Let's go see if we can buy any parts or whatever. I heard there was a shortage of people, so I decided to participate. Actually, I got fed up with my job in the small hideout. What do you want to do with your gear? Hello, Kyler. 11, how are you doing tonight? What's going on? Thank you. I've actually owned this game for over probably around 20 or so years now. I've owned it for a really long time, but I just never got around to beating it. So I'm very excited to finally be beating it. If anyone who's watching is curious, and who doesn't know, I'm actually playing on a physical, the physical discs that I own, but I'm playing it on a PS3. So, we're getting the higher quality of the, HD signal, I guess. But, crisper visuals, but original discs. So I think that's pretty sweet. How you doing tonight, Kylor? PS4 doesn't play any of the old discs. I know, Brig. Oh, did I say PS4? I mean the PS3. I know I said PS3, right? Maybe I said PS4. I meant the PS3. I don't know. I've got 2 PS4s in my home right now, so I'm probably got PS4s on the brain. Okay, tune up. Okay, you're already tuned up. Let's let's tune up. Engine. Well tall. Okay, you've got the... Oh, is this better than what I've got? It's a V18 2000. Okay, frame. 6100. Yep, that's way better than what you got. And I have lots of money. I'll like update everyone else's stuff later, but because I don't know who's going to be on my mission with me or whatever. But at least as long as well tall is number one. You personally only play an emulator. It can look gorgeous with shaders and upscaling. That's the case, Kyler. My whole thing is I kind of want to try to play as legitimately as possible, all my stuff. And there's something really heartwarming to me about sticking, the discs into the game machine and having it go, Brig, you said PS3, but you have a PS4 and can't play old discs. It's true. Calm down. 2 PS4s, calm down, baller. Well, I'm currently, So a PS4 Pro was currently lent to me, and I've only had a baseline PS4 this whole time. So this might be a good way for me to finally play things like Control, which are very, very poor on the main PS4. So really, in a new TV, it won't look as good as the CRT. It becomes much more blocky than originally intended. That's totally true, Kyler. You want that CRT look no matter what, but you know, I think that it looks just, you know, it looks pretty good to me, all things considered. I kind of like the blocky look, you know. I don't know, but I'm just a weirdo. But I do agree, when you have a nice CRT and you can see it there and you're like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, what is this? AR value 250. Okay, yeah, let's get to this. Whatever. Just briefly, Zessahedron, I just wanted to make sure I had like the main upgrades on phase gear right now. I don't want to upgrade all the other gears until I know who I'm going to be on a mission with afterwards. So, but yeah, as long as phase gear is looking good in number 1, I'm feeling happy in my heart. How are you doing tonight, Zessahedron? Are you having a good one? I do actually own a CRT, Kyler, but it's currently in storage because I live in a very tiny apartment and I could not fit a CRT in here along with my actual setup. You still got your original you still got your original, oh my gosh. Flippers, I can't talk. Kyler, you've still got your original disc and used to play it all the time on the white PS1 with the flip-up screen attachment. Oh yeah, the PS1 was so cool, right? I remember seeing that and like wanting it. I'm like, this is so neato torpedo. Hello. I'm like, wow, a portable PlayStation. And then the PSP came out, and that was that. Kyler, you would never give Square money for this game. It's a digital copy from PSN. After how badly they treated the dev team. Oh yes, I've definitely heard stories. At least it seems like the dev team has gone on to do a lot better things, more things, and they can be happy about it. Oh, what? Sorry, I just realized that they never healed Rico for me, which is frankly kind of rude. They refused to sell it to them after they left the company too. Yeah, that's a real, and then they've refused to do anything with it ever since. Wow, rude. Right over emotional robot. Hello. But look at that. Why wouldn't they heal? Ugh, okay, before we move on, you know what we're gonna do? I can't live my life like this. I think if we go upstairs to the bunk room, we can like rest or whatever. Takahashi's own creation is left in the hands of Square, and Square won't do a thing with it. Which maybe that's for the best, but also, you know, folks who want to see like a remaster or a remake or any of that kind of stuff probably won't get it. Okay, I think this guy will let me have a rest here. You were on the Goliath? Hey, I tried stopping the young master, you know. Okay, well, you're not the guy. Gosh, I thought someone I could talk to in here would let me. I think maybe this guy. Oh, are you Rico the battling champ? I'm originally from Kislev. It's great to meet you. Well, I'm no longer the champ, so there's no need to get so excited. Okay. Oh, yeah. Do you want to rest too? Yes, please. Thank you. King of Carp, hello. What's going on? What's on the up and up? Hey, well, we've got Mitsuda working on some big project. Could be something brand new, but could be a Chrono Trigger or Xenogears remake remaster. Hey, that could be really cool, King of Carp. Also, great name. Do you think that a Chrono Trigger remaster would be worth it? Good? I don't know. Do you think it could never I think that, like, okay, I'm bouncing over all my language skills right now, so I deeply apologize, but you know, when Final Fantasy VII Remake got announced, hey, King of Carp, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Pando party. Woo, 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 woo. Ding. Pando pose. When Final Fantasy VII Remake got announced, I thought there was no possible way that would live up to anyone's expectations. But I feel like they did it right in the way where they didn't, I don't know. I like the way they did the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I don't think you could do that with Chrono Trigger. I think Chrono Trigger is too untouchable. It's too perfect. It's too hallowed. I think folks would have a flippin' dang hernia. The big project is most likely Xenoblade 3 or XCX 2. What I'm really excited about, I really want Xenoblade Chronicles X on my Switch, please. Because I have a Wii U for sure, but I want it on my Switcheroo. Jake, do you guys remember the GXE gaming TV from the late 90s? Man, you really wanted one of those. What was that, Jake? Brig, you don't like how it's going to be 3 games. How are you going to continue your characters? What's going to be 3 games, Brig? Joe Fest, regarding a CT remake, I think the best we're going to get is a DS remake because it didn't change anything. Right, that wasn't necessarily a remake either, right? That was just a port, basically. Secret of Mana remake all over again. Joe Fest, although you really like the Final Fantasy IV or 3D remaster. Do you mean the DS one? Kyler, the team who made this game mostly came from the Chrono Trigger team, so when they left Chrono, also lost most hope for future installments for the same reason Gears did. Right, that makes sense. Final Fantasy VII. Oh. Totally. I feel like Final Fantasy VII remake absolutely can be. I can see how they're gonna do all the games. Brig. I don't know how they're going to do the character continuation. Absolutely. That stuff is boggling to me. But I think the story will work across 3 games. And when you say about Final Fantasy VII, do you mean how it's almost self-aware? Yes. The way they kind of like rewrote it to almost be like, it's almost like a sequel in a sense. Or like it's, I don't know. I think they did a really good job in making the Final Fantasy VII sequel. I mean, the Final Fantasy VII remake still its own thing, you know? So I still got to enjoy the nostalgia, going back to something new and cool, but it still felt like its own world, I guess. And maybe I also wasn't like super, I wasn't super spooked about it because I was like, well, if it sucks, I always have Final Fantasy VII forever. Like I'll always have that game to play. So, yeah, nothing has been said how many Final Fantasy VII, oh my gosh. Nothing has been said about how many Final Fantasy VII Remake games there will be yet. 3 is not confirmed. I think it's more than 2, though. Final Fantasy 4DS was Fandango in your opinion? Fandango? Dark Moon Shadow. How are you doing tonight, Dark Moon Shadow? If they did to Chrono Trigger what they did to Final Fantasy VII, shut up and take my money. That is your feeling on the game almost exactly. You agree with your sentiment with Chrono. Thing is, all you've ever wanted was a Chrono remake and just something in like the Octopath style. Hyper faithful, but super nice to look at. King of Carp, that's the one way I think they could do a Chrono Trigger remaster or remake. Or I could imagine it being like, because it was so, you know, it was so much of the Toriyama artwork, if like it was actually like animated like a Toriyama cartoon, you know, like if it actually felt like you were playing like a 2D Chrono Trigger, but like it all looked like you were playing a Toriyama anime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would look flippin' incredible. It was a bit more like, if it wasn't like super shonen, but a bit more like maybe lighter. I don't know. I'm probably not explaining that right, but I would love that. In Dark Moon Shadow, you see 5 games, and the 4th one is really going to hurt your feels if I'm right. And hi, hello. I have a feeling, I don't know, they deeply hinted that, I don't know, they've left it, the very most exciting thing about the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake is that I have no idea where they're going to go with it, and I'm so excited. Well, if it isn't Dr. Satanizuki and his very big friend. I see you've finally woken up. I am terribly sorry about what happened. Please forgive me. I have a name, you know. It's Ricardo Banderas, but everyone calls me Rico. Kyler, since they're making up Final Fantasy VII Remake as they go, and taking fan reception into consideration, you think Final Fantasy VII R will be continued as long as it makes them a lot of money. They can always keep writing more content. It's true. I think one really cool thing is that Gaia and like Midgard and that world is there's a lot going on, and I think you can do a lot in that world. I mostly just want to hear the world map theme, aka Cloud's theme, in full orchestrated glory when I step out into the world and see some mountains and stuff for the first time. I'll probably that's all I need. That's all I need, in my Final Fantasy VII Remake. I will be very excited. King of Carp, part of you thinks they don't know where they're going to go with it either. I have to agree. And like I said, I really love Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I was a little spooked about the Nomura-ness of the ending, and a little bit Kingdom Heartsy. I was like, oh, hello, Nomura. A big twist, Cloud dies. It could very well be. Wonderswan, you like Final Fantasy VII Remake 2, but you have a feeling they're going to get a couple entries in and lose interest as soon as sales don't meet expectations, either leaving it unfinished or rushing out and ending prematurely. It's going to become, so you're saying it's going to become the Shenmue of Final Fantasy games? There's supposed to be like 8 parts, but you never get the ending. That would feel like a very Square thing to do. You believe they changed directors for the next game? Oh, that's exciting. There's been a lot of changes at Square in the last little while when it comes to leadership and stuff. So, hey, maybe. I'm very excited about Final Fantasy 16 as well. For the first time in a very long time, I'm in the Final Fantasy. I consider myself a modern Final Fantasy fan once again, which I hadn't been for a long time. It's going to be a Xenogears Disc 2 situation. But everyone calls me Rico. Turn-based or bust. Brig, sometimes there's a lot of turn-based games out there. And if it's not a Final Fantasy turn-based game, then that's, you can find your turn-based elsewhere. So what are you apologizing to us for? I suppose I had better stop beating around the bush. I'm not usually this frank or apologetic, but, well. What is he trying to say? What he is trying to say is this. Well, I think that's okay, Brig. I don't think that there's a lot of folks out there who are quite happy with how Final Fantasy is going. And if you want a turn-based Final Fantasy-esque style game, there's no shortage of them out there. You'll be playing what classic? Warlords of Draenor? That would be such a bad classic. Oh God, what is so bad? Wonderswan, same. You liked 15 all right, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. You haven't enjoyed any new Final Fantasy since 12, and that's one of your least favorites. Yeah, I didn't care for 15, but jumping back into 14 and playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and seeing the 16 preview, I'm like, oh, I think I think I'm back in it. I think I can love Final Fantasy again. Kyler, 16 has the Capcom combat director who did DMC5, so it's the first time you have high hopes for a Square action game. Ooh, that's definitely very interesting. King of Carp, you're very happy to see someone who is streaming this game. It's made you realize JRPGs are probably not the best for live streaming. So much dialogue is hard to do along with chat. Oh, King of Carp, that's the whole Pando Party purpose here. We've played through a lot of text-heavy games, and it's been really fun to just, there's a lot of times when you're just grinding and stuff where it makes talking with chat very easy as well. I know it's probably rather annoying for people who are like, just get on with the story, Pando. But, it's fun. You're here to chitter-chatter. And then we'll get at her. Brig, you'd rather sit in your garrison farming herbs and playing a modern Final Fantasy that's not turn-based? Truly the only person I think who might ever say that. The people who shot us down and the people who saved us are one in the same. This ship's crew. I think it's one and the same. I think that's the saying. It's easy when you've got no viewers. King of Carp, you suppose there's that duality since JRPGs also tend to a lot of grinding, which is perfect for combo with chat. Yeah, typo. You don't mean that Goliath which we were riding in was shot down by. Yes, you're a bit slow there, big friend. Actually, our Yggdrasil 2 did a good job in shooting down that monster of an airplane. It was great. You should have seen it. Wow, my Bart Missiles sure were awesome. Ah, I won't forgive you so easily. Translation issues in Xenogears? Never. I knew it. I thought this thing is floating unusually. But even knowing that, there's no way we can get them out. Right? They're right under us, but covered by water in a thick wall. You little. It's probably Weltall and Vierge. Hold it! For better or worse, they have stuck by us this far. But they're useless now at this point, though. Honestly, translation issues aside, as someone who reads everything out loud and tries to voice act them, I am thankful that Xenogears tries to go with a conversational tone. Some of these RPGs that we played have been very stilted in their dialogue and a lot harder for me to voice act through. Those are my least favorite translations. It appears our gears are underneath here, Faye, but we can't reach them. What are you doing, Faye? Jake, it's turn-based for you or nothing? Well, there's a lot of games out there for you. Let me tell you what. What am I doing? Can't you tell? I'm trying to catch a fish. This one's been jumping up and down right in front of me, trying to make me look like a fool. You little punk! I see you! The fish is a punk. Whatever, you miss voicing Legend of Dragoon. I know you do. That one was tough. I won't lie. I know Legend of Dragoon has a lot of big fans. I feel like the writing in that one was not super great. It's far from the worst. Absolutely, Wonderswan. You're not going to catch it and eat it, are you? If we don't eat, we're gonna die. All right, I gotcha. You're joking. You'll get sick. You're not gonna eat? Let me see. We need something to cook it with. This poor fish. This poor little mess of pixels on my screen. Hey, come on, stop it. I'm not to blame if you get sick and die. Don't worry. Once it's in your stomach, it's all the same. I'm not going to... Faye! Look there! What? Did the fish get away? What are you talking about? It's still there. What the... That's... Oh my. It sure was. I bet. for like the 5 lines you hear. But I love that. Oh, yes. We haven't had an anime cutscene for a long time, but gosh, do I love them. That thing I saw in the desert. It's flying a lot higher this time. It's Shavat. That's its usual altitude. Shavat. Where have I heard? Yeah, that's right. That weird masked man. He said my father was in its military. So that saucer is what Doc and that masked man said was the country my father and mother lived in? Oh, you're right. It's Balam Garden. Ooh, their first fully 3D environments. This game is super duper, what's the term I want? What's the word I want, everyone? A game that's very ambitious. It was very ambitious. Really? I wouldn't know. It's a country outside of the reach of Solaris. Shavat uses the same kind of barrier that Solaris does, so you can't reach it by conventional means. How can something that flies that high in the sky be a country? Yes, I don't blame you for being so surprised. It usually hovers over the region known as the Aquavi Islands area. You probably saw it on some sort of special mission. That's why it was flying so low. Shavat. Spiffy? Ambitious, Xerix. King of Carp, you love that they went for the sprites in 3D rather than the polygon models of games like Final Fantasy VII. Perfect PS1 aesthetic in my opinion. I agree. I also love sprites on top of 3D worlds. Like Dragon Quest VII. I love the look of that stuff. Hey, Mazombos3322, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Pando Party. Woo, 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 woo. Ding. Pando pose. Final Fantasy VII is actually pretty ugly. Man, like I love the look of 7 because it is truly one of the most nostalgic things to me in the world. I get really happy playing Final Fantasy VII. I love pre-rendered backgrounds so much, but yeah, it's not that pretty of a game. Kyler, you love sprites in general. It feels like a work of art instead of copying reality. Yeah, Kyler, do you love the Suikoden art? Because, man, Suikoden 1 and 2, truly some of the most beautiful sprite work I've seen in my life. I love it. I love it so much. I know. I'm sure all this info about Shavat is in no way relevant to us. Exactly, Xerix. This is not at all important to us at all. MC's face can look a little weird, though. True, Kyler. Final Fantasy VII looked amazing for its time. Brig, play 7 on the PSP and it makes it look amazing. But the portraits are pretty and make up for it. Totally. 3000%. I love portraits. It doesn't feel like the 3D models actually inhabit the same world as the backgrounds. It's true. You're very right. Ouch. Got beat on. I guess the Bart Missiles weren't such a good idea, huh? We were able to save you and your friend Satan. But I wonder what happened to Faye and Ellie. I'm sure they're alive somewhere. And once again. Man, the sea breeze stings my eye, so this is what they call the sea. First of all, I have to apologize to those two. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, now we're Bart. Holy baloney. Hey, the Kashua, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Pando Party. Woo, 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 woo. Ding. Cactuar pose. I'm not really thinking of a hillbilly accent for him, Kyler. I kind of got like a cool Texan, kind of like a Matthew McConaughey vibe off him. So maybe I'm doing my southern accent very poorly. But I'm kind of trying to go like the all right. Like kind of like that more. I'm a cool guy. Having a nice time. Blowing up ships and taking what's mine, you know? They are similar, it's true. But definitely trying to go with a more like chill. Hillbillies are southern. Very, very true. I guess when I think of, you heard people say they thought he had a surfer accent. Yes, I can see that too. I think it was just when they, I don't know. There's something about him that gives me that roguish Matthew McConaughey style, having a good time kind of vibe. Young master, you should apologize to the two of them. Also, he's from a desert, so it's kind of southern. You know, Texas is kind of desert-y, right? As an arid climate. Driving Lincolns. Yeah, exactly, Brig. Southern Idaho is the desert. I guess that could be considered true. Okay, I gotta go apologize to my new friends. Boise is a desert? I've never been to Boise. Even though, I guess it's like Boise's like an 8-hour drive for me from here. Wiser, speaking of accents, you never heard someone pronounce the O in Southern before. Well, welcome to Canadian talk, where I pronounce an O in everything, like in sorry and boro, and apparently that drives everyone mad. So that's just how it be here, as a ye old Canadian pando and bagel. Okay, I still don't know what's weird about bagel. King of Carp. When the Yggdrasil is surfing over massive sand dunes and Bart is at the helm, you could totally see him yeehawing. Yeah, exactly. That's totally the vibe I got, King of Carp. I kind of pictured him be like, yeehaw, we're having a great time. So you're Bart, the pirate, huh? Hammer, the supplier, has great information for you. Shakan still controls Ava. He's planning military intervention in Nisan, but for some reason, Gibbler is stopping him. Oh, so you already know that. Okay, I guess I wasn't meaning to talk to him. Pasta? Is pasta weird? You always pictured him more royal due to his background, but not super proper. Yeah, I totally see that, Kyler, since he is supposed to be more of a, kingly, but he didn't really get raised in that sort of environment, so I have a feeling like he would just, kind of take it out, I don't know, being a bit more roguish. But at the same time, I think it's probably my most, oh gosh. Typical of the young master, the king was the peace-loving person of the territory of the master, but, I wanted to do this again. Okay. Anyway, one must apologize to Dr. Azuki and his friend Master Rico, right? They were on their way towards the gear hangar. Okay, I want to try doing that again. You say bagel wrong. I probably do. I don't know. I just don't understand how to say bagel. He's definitely aware of his noble responsibilities, but he still has an adventurous, upstart nature to him. Totally. Bagel. Oh, young master. The young master doesn't come here often to receive the communication from the old maison. I bring in the very memory of the king, typical of the young man. Listen to the peace-loving and very generous. On the contrary, the master, but none of the goes and shoots him within the card of the matters worth. His good friend and Faye and company were on board on it. Anyway. Okay, there we go. I tried my best to do that. Bagel has a long A sound, like bay. Well, isn't that what I'm doing? Bagel? Bagel. 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 Isn't that... I think I'm saying it correctly. Bay. Down by the bay. Bagel. That's what I'm saying. By Jove, she's got it. It literally doesn't sound any different to me. King of Carp. So I think you mentioned Xenoblade X, right? What other Xeno games have you played? So I actually haven't played Xenoblade X. It's actually the only one in the Xenoblade series I've missed. I've played completely through Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. Since they were both on the Switch, it was very easy for me to access them. Seashells by the seashore. I can do that one. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. sounded like you said bag. Well, because it's got a B-A. Bagel. It's a bagel. Bagel. I do sing it right. Indeed. Okay, where would I find these two? Pizza on a bagel isn't really pizza. That's true. You're right. But you could have pizza anytime with pizza on a bagel. But I think that's just me. I think that's just Pando being Pando. It's like Pando says milk wrong. And I always say milk. Milk like this. And I get in trouble. I don't get in trouble, but I've always been teased, even by my parents, that I say milk. They're like, it's milk, not milk. And I'm like, there's no E in milk. And I'm like, whatevs. Gear ganger. Got it. Let's head to the gear hanger. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, what peck of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? But you normally say it sounds more like bagel. See, see that's the problem. I truly do not know. I cannot hear the difference between the two ways I say it. Oh, young one, did you want to talk to me? About my shooting down the Goliath. I'm really safe to assume no Xenosaga then. Oh, sorry, King of Carp. I actually own Xenosaga 1. I bought it when it came out. I've never beaten it though. I've made it, I don't even know. I've made it like probably maybe an eighth of the way through. And I've got stuck at the same part. And I never got further than that. So we'll definitely have to play through Xenosaga eventually, but I've never played through 2 or 3. So yeah, so Xenosaga is truly one I have played. I played the same parts twice. Kyler, the word pizza has been around since ancient times, but pizza as we know it, the all-in-one meal, was invented in New York by an Italian immigrant. What they have in Italy is actually just a flatbread they eat as a side or a snack. Ooh, yes, they have, so around here we have, like, I imagine that, yeah, pizza in Italy is now more akin to the pizza we have around here, but it's more of the Neapolitan style, which is what, that's what I understand you can get in Italy a lot. Hey, Morph, thanks for the lurk. Thanks for, being around, even if you can't, talk. Hello, Reverb. The whole bread debate reminds you of what do you hear? Brainstorm or green needle? Okay, you say mana weird too. I interchange mana. I could say mana or mana. I'm indifferent to mana. I just whichever is the first one that comes off my tongue. Wonder Swan, we have pizza rolls and bagels for snack. Darkmoon Shadow, you made it halfway through Xenosaga 2 before stopping. It's kind of boring, really. King of Carp, in your opinion, all the Xenosaga games are very stop partway through experiences. Yeah, you know, like, I really like the world of Xenosaga. I love the idea of, like, cruising around on spaceships and having, like, a space RPG. It's always what I want Star Ocean games to be, but you always, like, are on a different planet and spending all the time on the planet in the Star Ocean. Whereas I want, like, a true blue, like, spacefaring JRPG. Brig, I have no idea. About my shooting down the Goliath, I'm, really, oh, is that it? I guess it could not be helped. But jumping the gun is your bad habit. A king should always keep calm and judge carefully. Maison says the same thing. Yeah, I know. By the way, I have something to ask you. Oh my gosh, a Cowboy Bebop JRPG? Yes, please, with a Yoko Ono seatbelt soundtrack, please. Yoko Kanno. Oh gosh, I'm totally saying her name incorrectly. I would take a seatbelt soundtrack in a cool space JRPG. That's all I'm asking for now, King of Carp. Is Ain a playable character? Yes, just like Komaru in Persona 3. I need this. Wonder Swan, First Xenosaga is really good. The cutscenes are very long. Too long for some people. Yeah, that was like a plus to me as a kid. I loved the cutscenes in the games and I played specifically for that. but I can definitely see how folks would not want that. Kyler, parts are fun, but it progresses slowly and has a lot of side content that detracts from the overall story delivery. There are a lot of areas where the only sound is your footsteps on the floor without any music. Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Venom. How goes the cookie situation? Ein takes the role of Choo Choo. Seems that way. Jake, are you saying that like I think we talked about this before, but are you saying that like the vet scientists who are searching for Ein in his episode and they keep saying, seems that way. Seems that way. Oh, that is unusual. Well, it's about this warship we're on, which is the same type as the Yggdrasil. Hey, Kylor11, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome officially to the Pando Party. Woo, 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 woo. Ding. Cactuar pose. Yes, that was the reference you were making. Nice. Nice. The third batch was crispy, but edible. Good, Venom. Did you eat them then? Did you have some milk with them? Wonder Swan, best part of Xenosaga is you have analog movement control. It can walk up very, very slowly up to people and pretend Cosmos is Jason Voorhees. Oh, man. I never thought about that. Years ago, my old man told me it was scrap because the peace talks with Kislev made progress. So I knew it existed. Then what is bothering you? The symbol on the ship. It's not our royal crest. Look at this. This is... I thought you knew it. Whose crest is it? I am not positive, but it looks like Shavat's. Shavat? What do you mean? The Yggdrasil may not have been made by your father. At that time, much of the potential technology was not understood and hence was hidden. Maybe your father might have been scared of its power and so sealed it away. I see. So this may not have been ours from the start. If so, I want to meet the guys who made this amazing baby. This amazing baby. Actually, they may be closer to you than you suspect. Huh? What did you say? Anyway, enough worrying. But I do think you should apologize to Rico. You may get more than a bruise this time, though. Yeah. You made 6 so you could have 1. Nice. Chocolate chip because you're American. Hey, I got those choco chip cookies in my freezer right now. Now I'm hungry for choco chip cookies. This is a real shame. Okay, now where does a Pando find good old Rico? Is he staring at his mech? I don't even remember what context that one was in for Darkwing. Oh, wait. That was in, that was trying to get the old Cheru out. Crisco and maple syrup, make it happen. Whoa, check this thing out. It looks like a little alien. Oh, I think that's Rico's buddy. So Rico's gotta be over here, right? Yeah. Called it. You know. Hey. Quit the silent treatment. I came here to apologize. What's your problem? I thought I dealt with you a while ago. I'm not the type to dwell on the past. Oh no, they're looking for your favorite quote there. I'm more concerned about those 2 gears there. Who the hell are you? Bro, this Pineapple Mountain Dew is lit. CX Spirit, are you drinking a Pineapple Mountain Dew right now? I'm amazed you tuned them to run so well. I thought Faye and I were the only ones who could work gears that well. Wow, you really are the battling champ. Oops, I mean ex-champ. I'm amazed how you can tell how good a gear is just by looking at it. Remember that time Mothy did a random quote and got 9? It was awkward. Mothy's very good at these things. She can handle it. Hey, Rendezvous 11, how are you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? You have to indulge in your epic gamer side by tasting all the different dews available. I don't think that in Canada we have quite as many Mountain Dews as you Americans, or the same amount of. Oh my dang gosh darn gracious. Bless my soul. Thank you, King of Carp. Thank you, Hollow Reverb. Yeah, we don't have as many Doritos as well. But hey, I picked up some chips this weekend. I don't know if you all have Miss Vicky's down there, but they have a spicy dill pickle chip. Whoo, that is a good chip. I highly recommend the spicy dill pickle. I guess you can't learn all about the world inside a dark prison. Really interesting. I was gonna move on, but now I've changed my mind. Let me join you, boss. Oh, Jake, I can definitely go for 4 usually. I sneeze a lot. I guess it's all right. Rendezvous, you're on the west coast of Canada and you haven't had the spicy dill pickle Miss Vicky's. So yes, they've recently just came out. They're very new. I believe they came out in March. But it seems like they were very hard to find for quite a long time. I'm in Edmonton, so, you know, not too far on the west. I mean, like, I'm not too not west, you know what I mean? So I bet you that you should be able to find the spicy dill pickle chips pretty easily right now. CX Spirit here is a Xenogears fanatic. If you have any questions with the game, he knows everything. Kyler, CX Spirit introduced themselves that way. So, absolutely, will love to have that. We've got quite a few Xenogears aficionados here. CX Spirit, gal, you raise a good point. Here in the States, we got spicy chips of all varieties, and we have many different pickle chips. But you don't think you've seen spicy pickle chips. Yes, these are new. They are incredible. And if you can find yourself some Miss Vicky's spicy dill pickle chips, I highly, highly recommend. Rendezvous, you're in Greater Vancouver, yeah. You'll probably take a look when you go shopping tomorrow. Well, please, you'll have to come back and tell me how you like them because I will be deeply curious. Bread and butter or bust. What? Are you telling me there's bread and butter pickles? Because bread and butter pickles, I don't want to know. I don't know if I'm going to offend anyone here, but bread and butter pickles are disgusting, Brig. It seems like we've drifted further off. Oh, man. Constantly drifting. Sounds like me right now. What do you mean? I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ava, you helped Bart when he needed it. And in Kislev, you gave your all to defend, to save everyone. You've even shown concern for me many times. No, I'm just no good. Why? Probably deep inside, I'm not really trying to help. Somehow, I get the feeling that all I've done, I did because I wanted to be needed. That if I did something for them, then maybe I'd have a place to belong. That's a side of me that comforts itself there's a side of me that comforts itself like that. That doesn't mean I don't want to help, but that doesn't mean I really want to help either. It might not be nothing, but it sure isn't the whole either. I'd been drifting, led around until I met you, Ellie. Now, we're stranded out in the ocean. I'm sorry. I got you involved. Ellie was literally about to nuke an entire city, so I don't think you should apologize for anything. You didn't really get her involved. You prevented her from killing thousands and thousands of people. So, agreed, King of Carp. That's a very good song. Spicy bread and butter pickles are great. Wiser, you don't know about spicy pickled potato chips, but actual spicy pickles are pretty good. Agreed. I do like actual spicy pickles too. Kyler, your favorite spicy chips are the haunted ghost pepper chips from Pakui. Oh, I have seen those, but I'm too scared to try them. CX Spear, anything that says ghost pepper, habanero, or Carolina Reaper, you stay away from. Yeah, I can't, I can do spicy. I like spicy, but I don't like burn my mouth off spicy. Their salsa verde is amazing too, but not spicy really. Salsa verde is not usually very spicy, right? Habanero is weak. King of Carp, the degree to which Ellie can be held responsible for her various actions is at least questionable. True, very true, but she was pretty aware of what she was about to do. I really love Ellie, don't get me wrong, but just him saying sorry for getting her involved when she was already very involved, in a very negative way is just a little funny to me. It's okay. Don't worry about me. I've been thinking why I'm here. I could have just gone back, but for some reason I didn't. Probably because you said it's better to do something than nothing. I think that's why I felt I had to do something. It's okay not to feel whole. Even if you only feel partly complete, if you repeat that enough, eventually it'll be whole. Hi, Black Rose. How are you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? Brig, your grocery store has shredded Carolina Reaper cheese? That's wild because the cheese is so fatty, so it should offset the super spiciness, but that sounds wild. How was your weekend, Black Rose? Apart is better than zero. You're right. I'm sorry. If we're saved, will you go back? I probably won't go back to my squad. Right now, I really don't want to be there. Besides, I could probably do something else. I don't have to be in the army. So, I'm thinking of going back to my country. Is that possible? But what about the army? Quest 6, hello, how are you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? You would try it, Black Rose? Ghost peppers are kind of a smoky flavor. Reaper peppers don't taste very good flavor-wise, but it's good for just adding heat to something like chili. Habaneros go well with sweet flavors. Yeah, I actually have a mango habanero Mrs. Renfro's salsa in my fridge, and that's very spicy but very, very delicious. Did you have a good weekend, Quasix? It's not like anyone knows what I did. They've probably already classified me as MIA. I hope at least you'll survive. I'm sure you'll find what you want to do in your life. You said something about being comforted. Black Rose, it was okay. Your boyfriend is to have surgery on his arm tomorrow, so you're off the rest of the week. Oh, well, hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully it's going to fix something that's been annoying him for some time. But it sounds like it could be stressful too. So I hope that it goes all okay for everyone and that you have a pretty nice week ahead of you. You played a lot of WoW. If that is a good weekend, you don't know. Hey, sometimes you just got to sit back and play a lot of something. And those are some of my favorite weekends, Quasix. I played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV yesterday. Yes. Don't be too hard on yourself. Everyone wants to be needed at times. All of us want to give something inside ourselves to others to be accepted. Even me. Remember how you forced yourself to eat those emergency rations? Hey, are you okay? I told you not to eat such a gross-looking animal. It tastes horrible. Last time I had food this bad was Doc's cooking. But unless we do something, we're going to die. I guess there's no other way. I was hoping to save this a little longer. This should hold us for another day, but it's only for emergency calories, so I can't promise how good it'll taste. Huh? What? It's dry and crumbly? I thought so. You don't like it, do you? What? No, it's good. Yeah, it's great. Whatever you'd share with me couldn't be that bad, could it? You forced yourself to eat those rations earlier, didn't you? For me to survive, it would have been better not to share it. But watching you eat it even though it tasted bad comforted me. I felt glad that I shared it with you. It made me feel a little better. For your own sake? Yes, for my own sake. Selfish, I admit. But I think it's okay to be that way at first. But little by little, you learn about your own happiness. And someday, you are able to share that important part of you with someone else. Someday. Huh? What's up? Nothing. It just felt as though I've told you the same thing long ago. It must be my imagination. I couldn't have said it to you before because we've only just met, haven't we? Yes, it's probably just my imagination. Okay, catching up on the old World of War. On the old chat. Where are you in 14 Quest 6? I just finished the final steps to something or other. I had a big old fight with Nidhogg, so we're definitely, I believe, completing the Heavensward. Like, I'd already finished Heavensward itself, but now we're in the post Heavensward stuff, and I think I put a bow on the post Heavensward stuff, and I'm probably going to start the into Stormblood stuff. Yes, the Steps of Faith. Exactly. Yes, the final. I finished the Steps of Faith and then had a couple little quests after that. Very exciting stuff. I'm really excited for it. King of Carp. Wow, the scene of dialogue is really just this game in a nutshell, huh? Hits much harder a second time around. I like it. I love when characters are just talking to each other and sharing their feelings. Jake, do you think the rest of the stream team is intimidated by Snorlax? I bet they were a bit scared when you walked in the door with him. Well, Pikachu certainly was like, wait, I'm not the biggest around anymore. So he doesn't feel like he can just push everyone around. Because Pikachu is, let's be real, Pikachu's a big bully. Look at him. He's the bully. He's got a very important inflated sense of self, this little Pikachu. This big old Pikachu, I mean. Ellie, hey, Ellie, wake up. Oh, wow, that's brisk. Good morning, Faye. You're up early. No time for formalities. Look at that. Huh? Gamer Jam. Jerry, good news. We've invented a Velcro that doesn't make that irritating sound. We're calling it the Velno. How are you doing tonight, Gamer Jam? He plays too much Modern Warfare. The most. Look at him. He is too busy shouting at all of his teammates that they're doing it wrong. Ellie got that 10-foot vertical. No kidding. She's a very impressive jump. Been watching Seinfeld? Nice. I just watched the Sponge episode today. I was so surprised there are people living afloat on the vast... Oh, who is saying this? I don't know. I was so surprised there are people living afloat on the vast sea. On top of that, you were... Oh, on top... So it is probably this dolphin thing, right? Guerrilla style, dark origin story about why Morty Seinfeld hates the sound of Velcro. What? On top of that, you are with 2 gears. That's unheard of. Thanks. You helped us out. You'd better thank the captain. The one who gave the order for us to pull you two floaters out was the captain of the Thames. Thames? Captain? Oh, I actually watched Cruella this weekend because, yes, for the sole reason that I love Emma Stone. It's a little silly. It's kind of predictable. However, it's very, very well done. It's a spectacle, and I love Emma Stone and Emma Thompson in that film are both just so fun to watch. So I do recommend it if you just want to watch something really, really goofy and silly. She's your celebrity crush. How could you not love Emma Stone, right, Kyler? You're not paying for Premier Access, though. Those prices are nuts. I get that. Jake, she wouldn't even give George a single sponge. No, she would not. The Thames, the city at sea. That is where you are now. The captain here is a bit of a strange old chap. You'll see when you meet him. That's not to say he's a bad old blighter. What about our gears? Don't worry about it. We put them inside the Thames through the supply dock. Seawater got inside, so it'll take some time to fix them. Does Cruella win this time? Well, Quasix, it's about her life before 101 Dalmatians. So there was not an alternate telling of 101 Dalmatians yet. Kyler, isn't it like $30? That's like a week's worth of breakfast at Chick-fil-A. Well, that's also, first of all, let me just say, I wish I could get a week's worth of breakfast for $5 a pop. Holy baloney. Additionally, yes, it is $30, but that's like, I think they try to justify it by like get a group of people together. It's like seeing a movie with your friends and then get it together like a pay-per-view. You just get the egg white grills. It's like $4.80. Oh, I see. Yeah, we don't, I guess if I went to McDonald's and got a McMuffin, I could get 2 for $5. So you're right. I could in fact get 2 egg McMuffins for $5. You're repairing them for us? Pretty strange for us to be so nice. I bet that's what you're thinking. But really, we had no choice because it's the captain's orders. Well, I have to go now. I'm a busy guy, you know. Come to the bridge after you've looked around the ship a while. I'm sure the captain would want to meet you. Goodbye, Dolphin Man. Love the dolphin folks. Faye, what's wrong? I feel like I've seen that guy somewhere before. Never mind. Hi, kid.
Hey, have you met the captain yet? He is so cool. I want to grow up to be just like him. I am a man of the sea. Hey, wait. Oops.
From the trailers you've seen, Cruella looks like Harley versus Cruella, like Harley Quinn. I think Cruella is much more Harley Quinn from the trailers. Yeah, Cruella DeVille is basically the Joker versus a really crazy lady. Because Cruella is Emma Stone, like the young character, but you probably know that.
It's over there. I still need more practice.
It's so hot. It's so hot. Okay, they're all just hot. Okay, well, let's throw another save down. Hi, guy. What's up? Wow, look at these guys. Queenie is so beautiful. Yes, I do. King of Carp. My favorite game I've ever played is Persona 4 in either its normal or golden versions. I'm a huge Persona fan. I've been since I first played 3 when it came out a very long time ago. But amongst, like, in my what would you say? Like my top 10, I'd probably say also, other than like, you're playing through 3 right now? Nice. I love the Persona games so much. Are you playing portable or are you playing FES or just basic? Kyler, you know what's really stupidly cool? Graphene and carbon nanotubes. Ooh, how so? I like saying graphene and carbon nanotubes though. FES, nice. I'm also mega into what else do I love? I love Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9. Like those 3, like the PS1 Final Fantasies are truly some of my very most favorite games I've ever played. I'm crazy. Ocarina of Time like kind of changed my life, so I'll always hold that game in extremely high regard. Diddly dum. Hollow Knight and Hades are some modern, smaller games that I think are some of the best games I've ever played. Truly, they're amongst the ultimate of games. Nier Automata, or Automata, however you want to say it. Also obsessed with. Mega love. You've seen the PS4 anime. Not that representative. No, I think that Persona 4 is truly a treat to behold. Graphene is the strongest material known to man. 2 atoms thick layer can stop bullets. They created an infinite energy circuit with graphene that functions at room temperature. That sounds very cool. Wow, you suck. Why don't you come back when you've gotten a little better? You better practice somewhere other than Thames. What? You don't know what I'm talking about? Ha! I know you know what I'm talking about. I don't. They're making hard drives that can store 10 times more data. Oh, I love the sound of that. Jake, you didn't apologize for liking Final Fantasy 8 that time. I feel like you had a breakthrough. Well, I have to let people know that I understand it's not great. Queenie is so beautiful. Just so many awesome things they're doing with it now. They figure out how to produce it easier. That is really cool, Kyler. I'm a big fan of the sounds of that. What about, okay, chat. I haven't asked chat this question in some time. What are your favorite games? What is one of your number 1 favorite games of all time? Hey, if you need something from my store, go talk to my stupid son. Okay. This game, Kyler? Okay, yes. I figured that might be the case. Hey, come on in. Xenoblade 2. Gears is number 2. Ooh, Black Rose uses Shadow Hearts? Nice. Very nice. Star Ocean second story and Suikoden 2 tie for second and third. Ooh, Kyler, we actually haven't played through Star Ocean 1 or 2 or Star Ocean 2 or Suikoden yet on stream, so hopefully you'll be around for those as well, because that will be a very good time. What are all these things? I don't need them. I just need, how's my Omega Souls looking? No Omega Souls, huh? Well, fine. Oh, no, there they are. 28, we'll make that a nice 30 again. Have you seen Evangelion? Oh my gosh. King of Carp. I actually just watched Evangelion last summer, and so playing through this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is Ava all around. Oh wow. I want to go back here actually. How do I go back to here? What are you running around for? Don't know where to go, eh? Oh, that is pathetic. Now listen to me very carefully. I'm only going to tell you once. This is the deck. This is the entrance to the screw elevator, which allows you to get to the bridge. This is supply entrance, but it also serves as a gear shop. Now you know. Now get out of here, Guan. Oh, I see. Oh, I understand. I see the green dots on there now. Papers, Please. Oh, Quasix. Paper, Please is exceptional. Have you played this? Not the sequel, but the next game from the same studio. Why can I remember? I can never remember the name of the game. You're like the investigator, the insurance man on the ship. Obra Dinn. Have you played Obra Dinn? Shadow Hearts is great. You'll love Kyler. Shadow Hearts Covenant is the only game to ever make you literally roll on the floor laughing so your sides hurt. Shadow Hearts is great. I've never actually played Shadow Hearts. I own Covenant, but I've never actually played any Shadow Hearts games. Jake, Super Mario World and Symphony of the Night are also up there. Of course. Of course. Kyler, you've seen over 3K anime. Of course you've seen Ava. Used to run an anime streaming site. Ooh, Kyler, that's impressive. How was that? Well, right. What's your favorite anime, Kyler? Same to you, Pando. Okay, well, now you've got me talking about the anime. Kyler, probably Clanad. Depends on the mood, though. Interesting. Pando hates Cowboy Bebop. Jake's saying that because Jake knows that Cowboy Bebop is, in fact, my favorite anime of all time. I kind of love anything by Watanabe. I was obsessed with Samurai Champloo. Also, Kids on the Slope, incredible. I loved it so much. So I was just seeing, I don't buy a lot of stuff anymore. I also was really crazy for Fruits Basket at one time. But Kids on the Slope, crazy for. I also really love, though it's not finished yet, so I don't know if I will always love it. But the one, there's like I can't remember the names of things right now. Oh, I know King of Carp. Kids on the Slope is just, it's only 12 episodes. It's so incredible, and it's so Watanabe. Like, it's so, whoa, so good. Spirit, Cowboy Bebop's not your favorite anime, but you believe it's the best anime ever made. Your favorite is Battle Angel. Ooh, I've never watched Battle Angel. I kind of like, I don't watch a lot of modern anime anymore, but every so often, like, I'll see like a shoujo anime that like creeps up. That sounds like it has a really good premise, and I'll check it out. I already saved. But what also makes me excited, I am watching through Demon Slayer right now because I've heard so many good things. Kyler, modern anime is afflicted with moe, and I truly can't deal with it. I can't deal with moe. I can't do it. That's been the last year or two, Kyler. Yeah, every so often I'll like hear something that sounds all right, and I'll check that one out. But you would not call it moe. Moe is too pure. Moe is, I don't know. Is moe too pure? Because I've always got a weird vibe from moe. Like, moe is like being obsessed with cute little girls and their vibes, and that's, I don't know. I can't get behind that feeling at all. Just gotta find the moment. It's true. A lot of stuff that is aimed at the ladies is still always very fun, in my opinion. When you think moe, you think that like Ayashike, like, yeah, it's cute little girls. There's people like it because it's soul healing. Not your vibe, but you believe most people just want the innocence of childhood. Yeah, I understand that. Totally. I mean, like, yes, the innocence of childhood, but sometimes I feel, I don't know. I just don't love it. Get some weird vibes. Modern anime is afflicted with degeneracy by your measure. Code Geass, and currently watching FMA Brotherhood and Kids on the Slope, but you put pause on both for a little while. Very fair. I love the look of 90s anime is just so good too. Kyler, you like hand-drawn animation, but that went away first, and all started losing quality overall to save money and pump it out fast. There's so much recycled tropes in anime. Maybe some gems hidden in all the rubbish, but it's not worth sorting through. Exactly. I actually just wait till I hear something is like the cream of the crop and people are obsessed over, and then I'll try to give it a few episodes, and then it's very fun. It's true. You know the vibe you're talking about, and you guess you have a different idea of the word moe, which is fine. Words are subjective at the end of the day. Totally king of crop. I think it's that when I found out about moe, I just kind of, you're right. There is like, you know, the girls who are doing cute things that does feel very innocent. But lately it just feels more yucko. Like, I watched Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which I enjoyed for the most part. But I was like, why is the little girl, why have they made her thick? You know? I was like, I'm uncomfortable. But yes, the main character and her story with the other characters in Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, loved it. I thought it was very fun. But the little girl, despite she's like, but she's a 800,000-year-old dragon. I'm like, I don't know. This new job the Ethos sent me is my first big job. I'm a little worried whether I'll be able to do it or not. They want me to go down deep and get something unimaginably big. Something awesome's down there. Oh dear. The way people are in general, I think it's fair to not give them the benefit of the doubt with that kind of stuff. Yeah, for sure, Quasix. There's definitely still very good anime coming out every once in a while, every other year or so, at least for me. Totally. I agree. There is some good stuff that I really like. I think that helps that I watch a lot of the stuff aimed at ladies, because a lot of that stuff is usually pretty different and fun. Kyler, you feel like the main problem with anime is that fans of anime grew up and wanted to make what they loved. It isn't made by people trying to create something new. They want to make their nostalgia and add a small twist. I can see that, Kyler, for sure. King of Carpo, everyone who laments the modern state of anime watches Aizokin. Oh, I never did. This is the supply entrance. This is where all the treasure, army, and other materials are brought up from the sea. Okay, well, let's go see if we can buy some gear, some stuff for Ellie's gear, I guess. Oh, hello, sir. I love that they're just walking around with these bottles. Like, are they just singing... Oh, yeah, pirate's life for me. Oh, yeah, I don't need to do no job, boo. Hey, oh no, but boss. Him. He's always drinking in the middle of the day. Yeah, yar har har, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. A pirate's life for me, that's how it goes, right?
This gun is totally cool. With this, I can blow away any bad guy. Bam, blam, boom. Just thinking about it gives me a rush.
Okay, kid.
Hey, pal, will you listen to my problems?
Sure.
Until recently, I've always wanted to be a seaman and navigate the Thames. That was my plan. But looking at all that treasure and stuff being moved around, well, it made me want to become a master crane operator so I could control that machine at my will. What do you think I should do?
Become a crane master.
Yeah, you're right. A crane master.
You got it, kid. I've decided your future for you. I hope you listen to me. Oh, I don't want to be in here. What is this? Oh, I feel sick. Oh, please don't spin it. Don't spin it. Okay, I don't want to go in here anyway yet. I have to finish exploring out there. Never mind. Thank you. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh, how do I get out? Like this? Do I get out? Supply entrance, right? Yeah? The elevator of chum. Okay, yes, this is where I was, right? I think so. Yeah, I think this is where I was. 4, okay. Whoa, a customer? Okay, Xerix. Thank you, rest well, be safe, take care. I hope we see you around again soon. And have a great rest of your night, okay? You missed the days of finishing an anime a week and stat maxing RPGs. Men of the sea. That's them, all right. Okay, engine. Okay, you're all good here. That's what you got. That's what you got. Okay, that's what you got. Okay, let's see. Give you the best stuff here, my friend. Yeah. And your armor. Go all the way, please. Or wait. Ether AR value 50. Okay, let's actually do this one since she's an AR lead or ether lady. So now we'll fill you up. Yeah, feels good. King of Carp. Would you really... I'll get it soon. Okay, perfect, Xerix. King of Carp. Would you really like the 3D environments of this game? You think you'd really benefit from the increased depth perception provided by newer tech? It can be kind of confusing at times to tell what is on what layer. Oh, absolutely.